నమస్తే. మనమందరం ఎంతో ముద్దుగా పిలుచుకునే బాలీవుడ్ బాద్షా ఇప్పుడు పద్మశ్రీ డాక్టర్ షారుఖ్ ఖాన్ అయ్యారు. ఎస్, నూతన సంవత్సరంలోకి అడుగుపెడుతున్న మనకు అదేవిధంగా చిన్న కానుక TV9 ప్రేక్షకులకు అందిస్తోంది. అదే షారుఖ్ ఖాన్ ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ ఫస్ట్ టైం ఆన్ TV9. Hi Shahrukh, how are you?
I'm good, Devi. Thank you very much for having me on TV9.
Thank you so much for joining with us and congratulations. Feeling proud?
Humbled and very grateful. It's really nice to be here in Hyderabad, my city of my mother's birth and our family, and to get from such a big university as Maulana University, get a doctorate. This is my third doctorate, so I sometimes feel I must be doing something right. But I thank everyone. I'm extremely grateful. It makes me. I'm a big believer in education. So whenever a university or a college or a school calls me to talk to youngsters or children or students, I feel I'm enriched and enlightened. So when I get a doctorate and get to speak to them for a bit, I couldn't stay back for too long because they had, I think, 4,000 people to give their degrees to. It's very heartening.
तो वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा हक़ में थे और बहुत खूबसूरत उर्दू और पर्शियन खुद बोलते थे. जो कुछ मुझे थोड़ा बहुत इल्म है बातचीत करने का वो उन्हीं की वजह से है. तो उन्हें बहुत खुशी होती कि आज मैं इस यूनिवर्सिटी में हूँ और आप सब लोगों की वजह से, सारे फैकल्टी की वजह से मुझे ये ऑनर मिला है.
आप बोल रहे हैं कि हाफ हैदराबादी, लेकिन हम समझते हैं आपको फुल हैदराबादी. Completely or completely belongs to us. We just feeling that. Your connection with Hyderabad and South Indian people.
Like I've said this before, my mother is born here. Her family is from Tolichuki. And so I used to spend a lot of my summer holidays here in Hyderabad. We used to spend about 15-20 days in Bangalore, Karnataka, where my family had shifted, her family had shifted, my grandparents. And then I would come here and spend 15-20 days in Hyderabad. So I have, because I did it till the age of about 10, from the age of 5 or 6. And then, of course, then we moved on. My parents couldn't afford to bring me anywhere. So I had these really fond memories of my childhood roaming around, and not just Charminar, but the house and the household and the family and the aunties and nannies and cousin nannies. So I've spent a lot of time here, and it's unfortunate that I don't get enough opportunity to come and just be in Hyderabad, because my mother used to speak Hyderabadi, and she used to speak and she used to speak. Her full accent was Hyderabadi, so it was very funny. My father was from Peshawar, so he'd speak in his Punjabi and she'd speak in Hyderabadi. So when they fought, it was really strange to hear. But I missed, when she passed away, I wish I'd spent more time here. But it's really nice to come here. That's why I come for all the IPL matches. I get an opportunity to shoot a film here. Ramoji Rao, I come here, and I get to meet all the people here. It's really nice.
You're not an ordinary man. Your journey is completely inspiring us. And thing is that, you still remember those serial days? You still remember those struggling days?
Devi, I was very fortunate. I remember the days very clearly because all my memories are based upon the work that I've done. Because that's what I've done since the age of, about 21, 22. I've worked a lot, whether it was for television, whether it was for Fauji or Dil Dariya or circus. My life started off working very early, though when you're young you don't realize you're working. You just think you're having fun, and then I lost my parents one after the other in quick succession, so I suddenly had to start working for a living, which I never thought. When your parents are alive you think, I'm just doing it for fun, it's a hobby, and I think I've been the film industry down here, in South, in Mumbai, everywhere, India, has been very kind to me, that they accepted my hobby as a profession I'd like to follow, and for so many years. So I'm very grateful, but I remember all those days, and I remember them with fondness, because mostly nothing really went wrong with me. I did one serial, Fauji, everybody started liking me, everybody started calling me Abhimanyu Rai. The directors who made the serial with me, Colonel Kapoor and his son and his family, loved me like their own child. Then I came to Mumbai first time, did a serial called Circus. Aziz Mirza, Kundan Shah, Said Mirza, Ketan Mehta, all these wonderful big filmmakers, they always said and encouraged me that you're like a little kid, yeah, we like you. So everybody's been very kind. And then film suddenly, Hemaji, one day she called me, come and do a film. So they've all embraced me like a child. So I've been very fortunate. So I have very fond memories of my earlier days. There's no bad memory. Nobody treated me badly. A lot of people have stories to tell. I struggled. I had no place to stay. I stayed in Hemaji's heart. I stayed in my friend Rajiv Mehra, FC Mehra's house. They used to keep me in the houses, Money Call, everyone, even Mr. Mani Ratnam. When I used to come here, he would take me to his house, feed me. Mr. Kamal Hassan, he said, come to my house, sit down, have food. They're all very kind to me. So I've had a very fortunate, journey. I don't have much cynicism. And maybe that's why I'm so positive and happy all the time. That, I really don't have any bad story to tell about my struggle.
Actually, we saw your film Dawn, but खास बात क्या है रईस का? What made you to accept this storyline?
I do about 2 films a year. I try to do 2 films a year. So you do one film. So I think I was finishing Happy New Year. And it was, Happy New Year is a pop culture, happy-go-lucky commercial film. That also takes an effort, but as an actor, it's not extremely satisfying. It's like, okay, this is fun, I'm having and a lot of friends. There was Deepika, there was Abhishek, Bowman. So we had a lot of fun making Farah, a great film to make. But then I was thinking, I should do something a little more intense or different, which makes me push the boundary as an actor, because after 25 years, you need to keep on doing new stuff to keep yourself excited. So I did Fan, but Fan got delayed. Then I started doing Dilwale, which was again a commercial film, action commercial film of Rohit Shetty. And I felt I should do a little more sedate, different kind of a role. And Reis offered me that. It's kind of a span 7 years old to a 47-year-old character story. It's about a bad guy who's socially bad, 100% bad. He's illegal. But I want to say that, you have to show graces to life. All of us, you, I, everybody, we all have a reason to be like we are. Sometimes we turn out good, sometimes we turn out awful. But we have reason. Life is the reason. I need to respect that, talk about that story. So Reis is a story of a person who's not really a good person. But can we find a trace of humanity in that person also? Can we look at a positive quality? Or should we just, jump the gun and say, oh, that person is not like me, he's bad. So this is a story of a person who's kind of bad, but has the quality to accept that he's made a mistake. I think that itself is a very good quality.
जब हम वो लिकर गैंगस्टर का ट्रेलर देखते हैं तो हमको लग रहा है कि वो alleged criminal अब्दुल लतीफ़ का real story है. Is that true?
No, this is not based. Actually, this started off long time back. I think we had some issues. Somebody wrote a letter and stuff. But no, the story is quite different. But the problem is, if I explain the story, then I'm giving away the story. So no, it's not based on. There is no resemblance to anyone living or dead.
Okay.
It is completely based on fiction. But of course, like when you make a film like Dawn, you can think it's made on Godfather. It's about mafiosi. Similarly, when
But
you make...
did you get the notice from Abdul Latif's son Mustaq or not?
I haven't got it. I think Excel has got it, so they're dealing with it. Nobody gives me a notice. But I think there was a notice or some letter. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, they have some clarification. I think that case is on or something like that. I've been told about it. But no, it is not based on any person I know. Because then I would play it like that. Then I would like Chuck the character was based on Mr. Negi, the hockey coach. Then I spent time with him. I would have researched this if it was a real story. This one is pure Shah Rukh Khan.
Okay.
And I should not say this, but I don't think in real life there is a person who's as cool as Reis in this film. So it's not based on anyone. I have everything. I have nothing that I miss when I was younger. I mean, if you're asking me, has stardom taken away something from me?
Yeah.
No. I always wanted to be a star. I'm unabashedly, shamelessly. I wanted to be known. I wanted people to appreciate what I do. So I don't have issues of privacy. I don't have issues of no time. I don't have issues of doing regular things which people do. It's all right. I don't have to do them. But no, I don't miss anything. Yeah, of course, my parents, I miss them. I mean, if I go back that much younger, I wish they were alive. But I think that also gets fulfilled. I have a sister. I have 3 children. So they fulfill that. I think my 3 children fulfill that void. So nothing. Yeah, as an actor, there was a certain amount of rawness. When you start off, you have raw art in your heart, in your mind, and you don't know. You do a lot of things which may be wrong. But as you continue working for 25 years, I think the craft starts to take over. And I guess what you're looking for is to get the raw art back. So when you attempt a film like A Fan, or another one that I'm doing with Anand or Imtiaz, or even this one, Reis, you're trying to get the art back.
आजकल ऐसा चल रहा है कि मतलब बॉलीवुड बिग स्टार्स भी साउथ इंडियन मूवीज़ में दिख रहे हैं। हेमा मालिनी, अक्षय कुमार, क्या हमारे नसीब में है या नहीं शाहरुख खान को भी एक पार्ट होते हुए देखना?
I'd love to. I'd love to do films here. But you know, Devi, I spend so much time trying to make the 2 Hindi films that I make. You know, I work nearly 18 hours a day. I'm not complaining. I like it.
Oh my God, 18 hours?
Yeah, I'm just always working. I slept last night at 5. I'm here. I'll be back into work as soon as I get back dubbing the film. I think either I take too long to make films or I'm just not getting them right. But yes, if I get an opportunity and if I can learn the language, that will be an issue. If I can somehow do it in the language I know, better for me. But it would be a treat to work here. I mean, I think some of the nicest cinemas made here. And why should we lose out? We're all Indian film actors. You know, I think this demarcation of South Indian film and Hindi film and Bengali film and Punjabi film, I think is just nomenclature. It's not really it doesn't mean anything. You know, I wish I could act in every film. I remember one of my friends, Juhi, her life's dream was to work in every film in every language. I hope she achieves it. I think she did a lot of films.
Yeah.
So I wish I could do something like that, you know, and inshallah I get an opportunity to.
Any Telugu stars that you close to them?
I know Mahesh Babu well from long time, and I know you know a lot of the girls. I don't know if they are actually Telugu because they come a lot from north also now.
Yeah.
But when I come here, even if I don't know them, we sort of know each other by the you know, it's like a creed. We're all actors, you know. So when we meet each other at an award function or something, just like how the audience sometimes sees me in real life and they think they know me, we also feel we know each other. You know, we've seen each other's work. I'm sure all of us don't get the opportunity to see all the work. But like the other day when I'd gone on the set, I was here shooting for Dilwale. I used to find it really nice, you know, like they were dancing, and it's really nice to see other actors. Yeah, so they're very kind to me. They take me out for dinners. When I was here for a long period, I went out to dinner to everyone's house, and you know, spend a lot. They call me sometimes, and whenever they're in Mumbai, we try to get together. But because unfortunately we're always shooting and stuff, we don't get an opportunity. But I love coming here and spending time with them.
Tell us about your son Aryan. I mean, कब है उसका film entry debut?
I think it's people assume that like, are you married?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a daughter or son?
Son, 2 years old.
Okay, so when is he going to become a journalist?
Okay, now I got the answer.
Yeah, so it's kind of strange to
There's
assume.
so many rumors have been, you know, on
But
social networking sites.
Don't believe what you write. I just find it strange because, you know, that's my father was a freedom fighter, the youngest freedom fighter of this country. He was a lawyer by profession and businessman by job. Had no understanding of filmmaking or acting, had no interest in it. I became an actor, which means that maybe my son may become a lawyer or not want to act, may become a doctor, though he's not studying for that. And I have not told him because I think, especially in art, the freedom to express yourself should come from inside. I believe I wanted to act, and unless my daughter wants to act, she really wants, and I have not told him because I think, especially in art, the freedom to express yourself should come from inside. I believe I wanted to act, and unless my daughter wants to act, she really wants. But they've never, just because they're good looking, I don't think they should be actors. They should want to be actors. So at this point, there is no talk. I know a lot of people say he's being launched by so-and-so.
Yeah.
Though there is a thing in my house, Karan Johar says nobody else can launch him but me. Of course, but only if he wants to act, if Aryan wants to act. So he has to finish his education. He's got 4 years minimum. In my house, the minimal rule is you have to be a graduate before you start working. And if you can be a postgraduate, even better. So let's see, let them finish their education. And then you are a son of a movie star who's been working for 25 years, too much pressure. Why are you going to be a star? Are you going to be a star? Are you going to be a star? So I don't want to add to it. I've never spoken to him, and I hope he finds his calling.
कैसा था 2016 आपको?
It was nice. You know, it was like a movie. It has its ups, it has its downs. There was hope, there was disappointment, there was happiness, there was hard work, there was tiredness. I think I had one of my favorite films, which I really worked hard at, didn't work out as much as I'd wanted to, so I feel a little sad. And I don't feel sad because it didn't work out at the box office, etc., but because I let down people. You know, people like to come and see my film and feel entertained. So I think Fan was like that. I thought it was very remarkably different from Manish Sharma, Aditya Chopra, everybody, Manu, who shot the film, the VFX guys. They used to work day and night. We worked to make that film look like it did. But obviously we were not able to take it to where it should have, or we thought. So that was a little depressing. But Dear Zindagi was good. It was nice to be a part of a film which kind of empowers women in its own young way. I liked working with Gauri, I loved working with Alia, and I was finishing Rais and Imtiaz's film. So if I was not to just talk about the releases, working on Imtiaz's film and Rais was also fun while I was releasing these films. So yeah, I think it's been in neutral year. It's a good 50, bad 50.
Were there any disagreements between Kabil team and Ray's team?
We didn't have any agreement or disagreement. There's no ownership of a date. I think whenever anybody has to release a film, they have to. I've done that last year. I think with Bajirao, Dilwale. I've done it before that. Dawn with some other film, Janeman. So it happens every year. It's a very simple equation. We make 200 Hindi films. There are only 54 Fridays. There are going to be 4 films, if my math is correct, though I'm not very good at math, which will clash with each other. And I think it'll also get sorted when more screens are added in India. I think another 1 year, there won't be any issues of even screen time, because 2 big films coming need about 3,000 screens. So there's no disagreement or agreement on this. There is no issue in this. Of course, it's very nice to read on social media and how people talk about it. The clash. No, it's not a clash. It's just 2 films releasing on the same day.
Yeah, Shah Rukh, how many languages you speak generally?
I don't even speak one of them properly, I think. I'm just kind of get by in English. I'm okay in Hindi, a bit of... no, I don't speak any language properly. I mean, I'm really tainted as far as languages is concerned. Yeah, just about
But can
Hindi,
you speak
English.
Telugu?
Not at all.
3 words?
You say it, I'll try and copy it.
Yeah, sure. Nutana,
Nutana,
Samvatsara,
Samvatsara,
Subhakangshalu
Subhakangshan.
to TV9 audience.
To TV9 audience.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Devi.
And thank you
Bless
so
you.
much. All the best and congrats once again.
Thank you so much. You have a good life.